Now, someone got DUI last night and killed 2 people. Yeah, no.
It's a whole other story. It's crazy. It's interesting because every state, every jurisdiction, all of them are so different. And the unfortunate thing is you get these series of like time spans where someone wants to make an example out of someone, right? The judge is going to say, "You're going to be the one this time,"
Yeah.
and it might not be terrible, right? It might be something very small that
Gotta
they
send
did,
a gotta
but
send a
I
message.
have to send a message, and so they get stuck with something terrible that is like they have to deal with now.
So what's your take on this, right? So I consider myself a Republican conservative, right? But I don't believe the death penalty, right? Reason being is this, right? So let's suppose like someone kills some people, right? Kills them, right? If you give them the death penalty, it's going to take 20 years for them to get actually executed, right? And every 3 years,
You're housing them
and
for free.
and every 3 years, there's like a appeal, right? So every 3 years, you have to take the family the whole thing all over again, right? Which I don't agree with. Like just put them in prison for life. And I realize, having said that, if someone killed my kid, like that motherfucker, put the lecturer in his goddamn house, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna be kind of hypocrite,
It's
right?
different when it's us.
Yeah, it's different us, but I just think, yeah, I don't know, right? It's just, I think it's the resources, like the trials, like retrials, whatever, over and over. I don't think it's worth it, right? Just
Yeah, the death penalty is a tough one because it's one of those where it's like, for me, I always question, how do we know they got the right person?
oh yeah, that's it too.
Right? Because it's like, I know there's a lot of technology and advancements out there that work really well.
So many DNA
but
things.
now I'm like, how do you know they just didn't set it up really, really good?
It was crazy back in the day. Even now, like, hey, Tom Brown saw Jason do it. It's been proven. Like eyewitness testimony is like the most what's the word I'm looking for?
The strongest.
No, the weakest.
Oh, the weakest. Okay.
Yeah, the weakest, like the most unreliable, right?
Yeah. Oh, but then they believe that.
Yeah. I saw this guy do it, and there's so many times in the past. Hey, no, this guy really did it, right? I don't think there's no reason you can't do the death penalty, right?
Yeah, I just don't think it shouldn't fit good on anyone's conscience if someone is killed when I feel like there's no, unless there are literally cameras and
Yeah.
everything that can point to someone did
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. Now there is the other aspect that you mentioned too, right? It's a life sentence. Um, okay, then how do we manage how many people get life sentences? What are the criteria to get the life sentence, and then
Yeah.
is there a max, right? Because there are a lot, especially during COVID, these places were maxed out. Like all the prisons were like they had to have people in gyms because
I remember that.
they were so full.
I remember, like, the releasing people because of COVID. It kills me like someone gets a triple, quadruple life sentence. Like, are you kidding?
200 years.
Are you kidding me? Right? You expect them to come back to life, right? Yeah. But having said, like I said, like, I understand, like, family, like, I won't say they want revenge, but like, hey, you took my child from me, like, what's the repercussions, right?
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't believe in the death penalty. Like, someone's supposed a really bad person, right? You never know if someone's gonna change, right? Like, there's so many stories in prison where like someone's a hardcore criminal, like just a really bad person, and something happens in prison where like maybe they get older and they become a lawyer or they give back community and different. There's too many stories like that, right?
Yeah, it's insane because just like what you said, and I didn't even think about it this way, but you do have to put everyone through that pain again, right? Even if it's 5 years later, 20 years later.
You have to go back. Like you have to say, hey, this person killed my kid. The kid could have done this, done that. It's like it's just I don't agree with that, putting families through that over and over again.
Yeah, and did you know that I don't know a bunch of other states, but I think within Washington in particular, even if it was an accident, you're actually charged with more time than if you did it on purpose.
What?
Yes.
That makes no sense at all.
Yeah. So okay, so I saw someone, I was defending myself, or like something happened that you couldn't really prevent, or again accident. No, and if they don't die, like they're charged with more time.
So what you're saying is, if I understand you right, I see someone, we're arguing, right? I pull a gun out and kill him. But then
Let's say you would do 5 years.
Yeah.
But you shot him and he didn't die.
No, next scenario, so shooting him, I push him, he slips down and busts his head on the back of the sidewalk and dies. I get more time for pushing him down.
Yes.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Only in the state of Washington.
It's terrible.
Only in the state of
The
Washington.
system, man. The system. It's rigged. But not a lot of people know this and I think part of it is because if you don't know or you don't pay attention or for whatever reason, you're just not enlightened by it to understand like, oh shit, what? Like,
How long have you lived here?
I've been here pretty much my whole life. I was born in California, but
Is this true? I've always heard this. I don't know if it's true. Supposedly, I've heard that like if you like here somewhere in Seattle, and you and someone else have an argument, you can go to a cop and say, me and this guy gonna fight 1-on-1, and y'all can fight, and then when someone starts beating someone else, the cop will stop it.
really,
I've heard that. I've heard that several times. Yeah.
Huh.
I have no idea if it's true or whatever, but my thing, if you're the same thing 3 times from 3 different sources, it's probably true.
Huh.
I've always heard that for a long
Now
time.
you gotta go test it.
Yeah, no shit, right? No shit, right? Like, damn, that's some
Let me know
wild,
how it goes,
that's some
yeah.
wild shit right there.
Oh my gosh. That's interesting, and I wonder if it's is it a state thing or like a county thing? Because I know
Supposedly
counties
it's a Seattle
get
thing.
a Seattle thing.
Yeah, supposedly a Seattle thing.
Crazy, huh? I don't know. No comment.
Yeah. So how many tattoos you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 maybe.
6. You don't get any more? Are you
Maybe.
done?
I'm waiting for the next. I think what I
The
want
inspiration.
to do. I want to do the next like big thing or the next big acquisition. I want us to like. I want to get something in relation to it.
So what if someone said, hey, we'll sell the business to you, but you have to get some kind of tattoo? You do it?
I do it. Depends where it's at, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get to choose?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Right here.
No shit, yeah. That's yeah. I always tell people like, if I win $1 billion money, that's if I had a face tattoo, you're not going to $1 billion lottery, right?
No, I don't think I could do my face.
No
It's
way,
too
yeah,
much.
yeah, it's too much. I see people with face tattoos like, dude, like, what are you doing, right? Like,
It's my brand.
yeah, you see social media posts all the time where like someone like, I can't get a job, and like be all tatted up and stuff, right? Like, I don't know.
That is the other thing with, I mean, going back to the prison thing, right? Like
The
so
tattoo
many
culture.
Of them they have so many, and like I think there is support to help start the removal process, but that's its own life sentence too. Wow, you were part of a gang or something, huh?
Yeah, like I have like 69 tattoos, but if I wear pants and long sleeve shirts, you can't tell them, right? Yeah.
It's all in the face.
Yeah, exactly right. What do you think from doing the podcast? What do you think people will get wrong about prisoners?
I think the biggest thing that society gets wrong is that they're all the same. And I just don't think it's true. Because all of us have a past, and I think we forget that we're all human and we make mistakes. And with the majority of them going in while they're fairly young, the mistakes are done in a way where they didn't know enough, or they had the bad people to look up to, right? And so I think saying or thinking that all of them are the same is just.
I remember there's a study done a little while ago where it basically like they asked people like questions, and it was like pretty much proven like 80% of us have committed at least 1 or 2 felonies, right? Easily,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
At least taking a cut, right? Think about every day you break a law, right? Whether it's speeding or doing whatever, like suppose you're speeding, and you look down and you hit a car, right? I mean, it's just like that, right?
I think one of the biggest things. What is the phrase that I heard? It's like the difference between you and me is that I got caught.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and a prisoner. Other than that, they still had a childhood. They still had parents. Maybe they were around. Maybe they weren't. Like you're still the same. I just got caught as the prisoner, right?
Here's something crazy for you. All these prisoners, they used to be a baby that someone loved, right? Everyone was a baby. Like everyone, mass murders, when you case may be rapists, they used to be a baby that 2 parents loved, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened, right?
Yep. And I think that's the thing is what I found too is usually when you meet people who have changed their lives, that is one of their biggest regret. Mm-hmm. It's not that they got caught is the biggest regret. It's the fact that they stuck to it so long, and they weren't able to change early enough to not end up in that situation.
Probably the people around them and stuff,
Exactly. But at the same time, at least I can only speak for Spencer in this aspect, but for him, he's like, I don't regret the fact that I ended up doing that time. Mm-hmm. To him, it ended up better because he was able to now have a focus. What am I going to do? What am I going to be? And like really shift his own mind for like, I am better than this. Mm-hmm. And if that hadn't happened, maybe he wouldn't have had that realization.
Like for me growing up, I was in the best situation. Like I was around a lot of really bad people, right? But fortunately, I would hang out with them. We would like do like stuff that wasn't the best things, whatever.
Yeah.
But whenever they like, did something really, would do something really bad, like Jason, no, don't be here. Like go away, right?
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So they kind of took me that way, right? They're like,
give you some feedback.
anything like really bad, like they're about to like do some really bad shit, like hey Jason, like hey,